that's just it. Yeah. I've been about it since I was legit. Represent, that's legit. Ask your mom about it. Coldest story ever told. When the storm hit my home, I was out there on the road, I ain't had nowhere to go. They used to turn their nose, and man, they done, I suppose this the life I chose. Every day, man, this is show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Authentic Ears. We are here back again on this fine Monday. It really ain't a fine Monday. I look kind of tired. Look, do I got bags under my eyes, Cam?
Look like you just came from HEB.
Look, they ain't even got no HEB down here, you guys. Look, they don't have no, they got like the Edwards Food Giant, whatever that is. You know, I used to be bougie, and I'd be like, I ain't finna go up.
You got a Piggly Wiggly or a Kroger?
We got a Kroger.
What's up, Joseph? What's going on, man?
Look, yeah, we got a Kroger here or whatever. Hey, y'all, welcome to Authentic Ears. We back here. We're gonna be talking about it. We gonna try to jump right into it, but we got Jazz backstage working on some stuff. So we gonna try to wait on her, but we probably can't wait on her. What's up, Joseph? Joseph, when we gonna talk about it? Let me know.
What's up, Symphony? How you doing?
Traveling or whatever. Hey, our other co-host Sterling, he is out today. I really kind of think that he like a part-time millionaire or something, because he always be gone and stuff, and he don't want to tell me. I ain't gonna even ask him for no money though. But look, hey Cam, how you been doing? And we got to talk about what we was talking about backstage, but I want to see how your week been.
Oh man, I had a good weekend. I didn't really do too much this weekend, man. I just chilled. I hardly even left the house. I didn't do much of nothing at all. But boy, the day at work, it started off good. It was real chill. And I was like, man, you know what? I had my 10 o'clock meeting this morning. Then I had our sales team meeting at 11 after that. And I was like, man, you know what? This is going to be a good day. And boy, then them emails started about 1 o'clock. And they did not.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day. So, hey, what's going on, man? How you doing, Christopher? Thanks for chiming in.
Look, Mr. Span.
Mr. Span, what's going on?
I'm sorry, because people be, I don't know why people be going to message me and stuff when I be on here. But are you going into work and stuff? Or are you?
Well, we are, yeah. They want us to go in at least one day a week now. Usually Monday, that was the day I was supposed to go, but I had some stuff going on today.
Look, well, I'm doing some training, so I don't. Look, I'm
right, so finish with the story, man. What's going on?
Hold on. Oh, I did say I'm gonna say it. Okay, so y'all check this out, audience. Let me know. I don't know. Maybe I took it wrong, but I know I already cussed him out, so it don't even matter about it. But Cam, look, I need a job like that too, Natasha. Like I be like straight at this job over here. You know, let me stay blessed that I got a job, because I heard eggs high. I didn't even know nothing about the damn eggs because I already had eggs in my refrigerator. So I'm scared to go buy.
You see all them videos out there. They selling it. They bagging eggs like crack nowadays, trying to sell them two for $7.
Look, but I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the eggs. But anywho, so Cam, so this guy that, number one, I think he borderline ghosted me before, but that's neither here nor there. Maybe it was just a miscommunication. I don't know. But anyway, Cam, so check this out. So this guy,
yeah,
I met up with him on a Monday. He was like, hey, are you free on Saturday to go out or whatever?
But where'd you meet him?
Huh?
Where'd you meet him?
I've been knowing him.
Okay, cool.
So we went walking in the park on Monday before the podcast. See, where you thought I was going to be at?
Okay.
Look,
you walking on the park?
Walking in the park, you know, that's a tactic right there now. So he was like, hey, do you want to hang out on Saturday? And I was like, I'll let you know if I'm free. So I let him know that I was free on like Wednesday or something like that. So come Saturday, I'm like, okay, we're supposed to be hanging out. So I hit him up and I said, hey, why you laughing, Ken?
I'm listening. Go ahead. Come on, stay focused.
Look, why you and Joseph said that at the same time? Okay, so I said, okay. So I hit him up. I said, hey, are we hanging out? Be quiet, Davis. I said, are we hanging out? And he didn't say anything. So like 2 hours later, I was like, look, check this out. If we wasn't hanging out, you could have just said that, and then I could have found something else to do. So hold on. I got to find this because I don't want to be misquoting nobody. And he might be watching this podcast, but I don't give a damn. I don't. Hold on. Let me see. I probably blocked his ass. Hold on. Because I be blocking people. Look, quote now. Quote Cam. You going to tell me, right? Joseph, get in the group and let me know. I said, I could have made other plans. Let this be the last communication we have. That's all I said. Because it was like 3 hours, right? So am I wrong for sending that message? That's the first thing.
I would say, and audience, y'all help me out. I would say initially off of this one, you was wrong because you don't know the situation. He could have lost his phone. He could have lost it. He could have it could have got wet and he couldn't call you.
Yeah.
I'm a worst case scenario thinker. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to,
worst case.
So the thing about it is like you should at least give him a grace period of a time to try. I
just told you it was 3 hours. I just told you.
3 hours. Oh, he was 3 hours late.
Yes.
All right. So what Chris said that that was your first mistake. You called him when he didn't show up at the time he suggested. You should have immediately made other plans. He didn't respect your time.
Y'all get me straight, Christopher.
You know what, Christopher, you're on point. I could have said, because time is one thing that we can't get back.
We can't get back. Get me straight.
He didn't value your time. So I think, I agree with Christopher on that one, Kenya. And
but this is his response, man. And I ain't talking about him. I ain't telling him that his mama didn't raise him right. I ain't say none of that stuff now. I was nice. He told me I need a weak man. Okay. Quote, you need a weak man. Let me lead. Maybe it's from your jobs that you lead, but you can't come at me asking me about making no plans. What'd he say? Hold on. What'd he say? Yeah, it could be the last time because I don't have time to deal with somebody like that. I don't follow well. What you think, Cam?
Well, it seemed like to me, y'all already answered the question for both of y'all, and y'all need to waste both of y'all time. Hey,
what you doing? Look, but see, that be the shit that be going on. And mind you, this is supposed to be a decent young man. So I think Christopher said that I shouldn't have asked him, was we hanging out? But like Cam said, anything could have happened. Like, hey, are we hanging out or not?
But then, no, but you didn't let me finish. But then again, I was going to renege on that. And that's why because a man, when he really interested in a woman, then he's going to find a way to contact you. Well, my phone drop my phone, even if I didn't remember your number because it was stored, unless I just didn't know your address. You was going, I don't care if I had to send a pigeon.
You don't know my address.
I don't care if I had to send a pigeon. You were going to find out. I was going to get in contact with you somehow. So you gotta let you know. That also lets you know where his level of interest was. You know what I'm saying?
You see, I'm done dating. Tiffany said, I would say no, you weren't wrong. Someone knows that you are waiting if you make plans days in advance, so they should have considered your time if they can't make it at the time y'all plan. So that's why I was like, hey, let this be the last time we communicate, because I didn't. The polls show that Kenya was ghosted.
Let's say the polls.
I can't even.
Kenya, well, let's look at the bright side.
So that's exactly.
At least it didn't happen after you had already gave up the draws.
Look, that's exactly what it was. I will concede to that. I probably was ghosted, but I think I kind of made him mad or whatever. And he was like, "You need a weak man." And I'm thinking to myself, what the hell they got to do with somebody being weak? Like, communication to me is communication. You know, if I got other plans, because sometimes there are times that I may make plans, and if I get busy or get distracted or something happens, I may forget to call.
Well, how you didn't know all of a sudden something didn't get pulled from his account and now he was in a negative and he couldn't pay?
If we went walking at the park before, that means I'm not materialistic, so it doesn't matter if you have some money in your account or not. We could go get a popsicle and walk in the park. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to always take someone out and spend a whole bunch of money to show them that you're interested in them and that you care about them. Now, do you, Cam?
Yeah, you're right. Because like I told y'all a long time ago, women make rules for dudes that they don't want to be with, and they break rules for dudes that they do. So,
but see, Christopher, you're jumping to conclusions because I didn't go back and forth. I clearly told him, let this be the last time we communicate. I didn't say nothing else. He the one sent me 50 million long texts, and I didn't respond. So I didn't give him no ego boost. The thing is, men don't like to be turned down. That's just how I'm gonna look at it.
No, men don't have a problem. Can you? Don't say men don't like that. Men get turned down all the time.
So if this is the case, now y'all read y'all verbatim what happened. I told him, let this be the last time we communicate. How is that an ego boost? It is what it is. But if I would have been saying, why you didn't come pick me, what was I supposed to say, Christopher? Why you ain't call me back?
And producer, also, can you put the phone number up there too? Because you know, if anybody want to call in, because Kenya, you know, she has a problem being wrong sometimes. So,
but I didn't say I was wrong.
Hey, Chris, but we got the phone line open, man. Whenever you want to call in, we can post the number up there. Producer, when you get time, could you put the number up?
Look, I don't care about being wrong, because it's just that I think that sometimes when you dismiss the person first, then they'll get mad and switch over and try to dismiss you after you've already dismissed them. Hey, we got a call on the line. Who might it be? I don't run the phone lines. Cam do, because I don't even be looking at the little thing when they say call on the line.
Hey, producer, you let the caller through?
You know what? If that's Mr. TMI, I'm just going to get up under the table, because I know he's going to be talking smart. I know it. But I don't know.
Who's on the line?
Cam, I don't know what I don't know. Okay, I'm calm down now. Okay. But yeah, I probably did get ghosted. All of us been ghosted once or twice in our life or whatever. But it is what it is. What could I have did better, Cam? Tell me. So I know.
I don't know. You can, you know, you ain't have to be so hard with this, you know. You didn't have to be so hard with it. Let this be the last time that we communicate and blah, blah, blah. You know, that's not like always the answer, you know.
What was I supposed to say? Thank you for ghosting me. Please call me tomorrow when you have some free time.
You know what? Let's look at this from a Christian standpoint.
Okay.
We're out there trying to live like Christ. And you're dealing with somebody has to be the bigger Christian, right? So we're not going to worry about what other people do. I'm worried about what you do. You know what I'm saying?
And I asked you, should I do better? Be nicer?
No, yeah, because you want to render that grace that you won't render to you. You know what I'm saying?
Cam, so if you made plans with me,
yeah,
and you hit me up.
1 second, the caller didn't never come through.
I don't know. I think we have some technical difficulties.
Hey, Talia, we got some technical difficulties, or if the caller's still on the line?
When they come through, they'll patch you in.
Okay.
Am I supposed? And you hit me up.
Okay.
Am I what? And I don't respond to you, or I say, well, you whatever I'm gonna say. Are you supposed to call me back, or what are you supposed to say?
Well, it depends on who made all the initiated and made all the plans. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I sit there and said, "Hey, we're doing this on this date," are you saying you made the plan?
Yeah, I made the plans for us to go.
And then I don't hear from you.
You don't hear from me.
Okay. Oh, that was Chris. He said he tried to call in.
Oh, it must be something going on. Try back, Christopher.
When you get a chance, Christopher, try back again. But yeah,
Christopher, he had some good insight last time.
And you know what? I listen to Christopher when he be on Uncle Junior Network. He's a very intelligent brother. and he have a lot of good perspective. So I really was interested in hearing what he has to say.
Look, so I just feel like the moral of the story, y'all, we was actually talking about this backstage. That's why we kept on talking about it now. We normally have these little chants backstage, but I just kind of feel like, I'm done with the dating scene, yo, for real. Probably for about another 6 months. I'm gonna be done. I probably start back up in the springtime. Well, not the summertime.
Oh,
Probably sometime. I don't like coming outside in the winter anyway. So,
well, when they look about the topic that we're going to be talking about today, respect.
So, audience, once again, thank you for joining Authentic Ears. This topic is deep. It was actually sent to us by one of our watchers, our viewers. So him and his homeboy, they were talking about respecting stuff in the home. So they sent the topic they sent the topic to Cam and Sterling because they wanted them to talk about it. So this is kind of like a brief synopsis of the topic. So he was
That's for you, Symphony.
We are really everything, Symphony. You see, he needs to bring us some love today. Okay, so this guy who wants to remain nameless because he don't want no feathers ruffled in his house. You know what I'm saying? He said that he was talking to his girls, which he has daughters, and that he was telling his daughters, y'all don't respect me, y'all expect me. So of course, I'm pretty sure he's chastising them. So he said later on that day, he had a conversation with one of his good friends and was saying that he thinks that it starts from the lady in the house. He said he feel like that the lady in the house, his wife, expects him to do all these things, but don't respect a lot of the decisions that he made or the way that he's moving or the avenue that he's going. So his question was, is there a lack of respect in our home from our significant others? And his question was mainly for me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to too much comment on it. I'm going to let Cam say a little bit on it just to kind of see what he says, because for me, I can kind of see what he's saying, because I ain't gonna say because they still alive. My uncle, he would set rules when we go to his house. You know what I'm saying? So it's rules. These are the rules that we know that we have to follow. Bottom line, we know how he is. These are our rules. However, he was gone. Our aunt let us do other stuff. So was that a breakdown in disrespecting the rules that was set? Or, I don't know. So Cam, what do you think about this topic? I know we kind of
okay. Are you still there, Christopher?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Christopher, what's going on? Talk to me, fam. How you doing, Christopher?
I'm well. How are you? Greetings, Miss Kenya. How are you?
Hi, Christopher. How are you? Christopher,
I'm well. Thank you for asking.
I'm gonna put my book.
I just wanted to clarify something before you got into the next topic.
Yes, sir.
Do you really want to know why I said you played yourself?
Yeah.
And you gave an ego boost?
Christopher, I need help, man, because I'm trying to look for a decent young man for real in real life. I need help. Help me out.
Listen, you played yourself because you called him. Okay. I'm going to leave it at that. You shouldn't have called him when he was late. When he was late, you should have made other plans.
And never talk to him again?
When he'll probably hit you up, and he'll probably see if he can come up. Maybe something did happen. You like Cam said, you do have to give him that grace. But that night, you should have been out.
Okay.
Yeah, you should have been out. Especially if you're talking 3 hours later, man, you should have been out.
So let me ask you this. Should
doing something else besides waiting on this dude to come pick you up that wasn't coming.
Actually, it was 10 o'clock in the morning, Mr. Christopher. Christopher, let me ask you this. Should I answer the phone for him if he was to call again?
You can talk to him, but you know what I'm saying? Unless he came up with something that was actually legitimate that really, really happened. Let him know where he stands.
I think
that's it is what it is. But he knows what it is because he didn't value your time in the beginning.
See, I think that's playing yourself.
You boosted his ego by going back and forth with him through these text messages. You should have cut communication when he called you the first time. I wouldn't have talked to him, but that's just me.
Okay. I'm gonna get better, Christopher. I might have a new story for y'all next week if I get invited out on a date and get ghosted, since the poll said I got ghosted. Thank you, Christopher.
Christopher, thanks for calling in. And one day, man, we're gonna try to get you in on the show, man, if you have time.
We need to know his schedule. I think it cut off. I'm not.
All right. So first of all, Kenya, what you got to realize is you got to understand what respect means to a man. You know how women in relationships, y'all value, like, you want to be loved.
Yeah.
Well, a man, and fellas, y'all chime in and hit me up if I'm wrong, but I'm just gonna tell you about me. For us, you respecting us, we got another call on the line. So I always want to make sure that we give our audience time. So, producer, can you let the caller through? I'm gonna continue to talk until the caller comes in. Hello? Who's there? Is that Joseph?
How y'all doing?
What's up, bud?
Look,
can you hear me?
Sometimes,
we hear you, Joe. What's up?
Sometimes you don't even want to hear your brother on here.
How y'all going out there?
Man, what's good with you?
Hey, bro, it's good, man. Trying to connect with y'all to tell Lakeia. Lakeia should have never contacted the dude. She knew better than that. That was the first mistake. You made plans that didn't work. Keep it pushing. Let's get into this topic tonight. That's why I called in.
What you got to say, Joseph? I should have called my brother before I made that call. I should have called you in the morning and said, Joseph, what should I do?
Hey, Joseph, before I get into it, though, can you tell Kenya, because I think you know where I was about to go with it. Can you tell Kenya what respect means to a man?
Wait, say that one more time. You came in a little.
No, I said, Kenya, before you called in, I was going to talk about the basis of how men view respect. You know what I'm saying? Because how most of the time a woman, they want to be loved. They want to be, they're nurturers by nature, by DNA. But men, don't let me speak for you. But for me, I want to be respected. That's how I feel a woman show she loves me. You know what I'm saying? Because respect encompasses a lot of different things. So how do you feel about that?
I can't even go a different route from you. The respect is big, It is big. I ain't even gonna go and dip in there with that. Like I said, Lakeia know better. She texted the man. All she had to do is the man didn't text after 3 hours. You didn't even have to pick up your phone. You already knew that he went for serious. You didn't give the man a chance to say what's really going on. But then when you do text the man, you tell him, let this be the last time.
Yeah. But I meant that.
You shooting yourself in the foot. You didn't say, hey, did something happen? Did something come up?
No.
You straight out said, hey, let this be the last time. You can't all the time, Lakeia. Your military days over, sweetie. Sit back and let that man enjoy you. Let him give him a chance to prove himself to you. You took a walk in the park, so it must be something there for you. But at least respect the man enough to let you know what's going on. You tell the man, don't need contact me no more.
Joseph, I will most definitely. I wish we could pull you in on the screen right now, because I'll let you have it. Because bottom line is, give him a chance for what? Because if I'm hearing you correctly, he already kind of, from the polls, bold and driven EP, I got ghosted. So why can I not say, let this be the last time we communicate? Because it's clear that he don't want to rock with me, right? So what?
It's not clear because you don't know the details of the situation. He might have got locked up.
Well, if he got locked up, I sure in the hell can't be talking to him.
Look. But let me ask you this though, Kenya. Where is the man's benefit of the doubt? If we get this man should have got a clean slate, right? Did he get a clean slate?
No.
Well, why? What?
But why should I give him a clean slate, Cam?
Because you just met him, y'all went on the park, and you just met him. Y'all went to the park. You was willing to go.
Hold on. Let me apologize to our audience, y'all. This is what we do. So we kind of forgetting that y'all here. Because me and Cam, we get on the phone and have these conversations all the time. So I want to hear what Cam got to say. And y'all, this
I'm tired of you. I'm trying to prevent you from continue to have them same cobwebs up in that one corner in the house because you ain't got no man up in there. So I'm trying to help you.
But that's fine. You know? I'd rather have some cobwebs than somebody that don't value my time, don't respect just sending somebody a call and say, hey, I'm busy. I'm not going to be able to do it.
But don't you think once you heard the situation from him, then you could have determined, man, based off what he say, this may not be for me. You know, you don't value my time.
No.
But how would you, let me ask you this. How would you want somebody to treat you if the roles were reversed and something really did happen, but you couldn't contact them? Wouldn't you want me to give you that benefit of the doubt?
If somebody messaged me, LaKenya, and said, if somebody messaged me and said, hey, I thought that we were hanging out. You haven't contacted me. Let this be the last time that we talk. Then my response wouldn't be, you need a submissive woman that's gonna da. If it was an emergency,
but we're talking about respect, right? Look how you already attacked this man when you didn't know the situation. So how you expect him to respond? Okay, dang, you're not even humble enough to listen to the reason why I possibly couldn't have made it.
This is the moral of the story, y'all. It wasn't no situation.
But the end state was to meet somebody to try to get a situation, right? That's the objective, right?
It was no reason for the lack thereof. It was no reason. And if it was a reason, then hell, I guess I just missed the buck on that one and let that be that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want me to do at this point? Surely not backpedal, because
we need you to do some internal AARs and evaluate how you're dealing with these men.
What do I need to evaluate?
You need to evaluate.
Hold on, let me back up because maybe I missed something.
Yes, Chris, you can most definitely come back on the set. Call back in. Hey, Chris, as a matter of fact, we got the link. He can even join us live.
Cam, don't do that. Hold on, let me backtrack.
Okay.
I probably missed something. So he is a repeat offender. This is his second offense. I'll normally only give you one. You're a repeat offender. This is your second offense of bullshit. So I probably need to add that. You repeat offender.
See, you didn't put that.
I didn't say that. Yes, Laura, he want me to do an AAR. Repeat offender. You know what I'm saying?
If you could have saved me some oxygen by saying, you didn't already told me he was a 2-time no-go.
Look, I just want to see what you had to say because see how we get one-sided verse based off what.
But see, we also have women telling partial stories.
Because I started telling you the story long before we even got on here, Cam.
But you know what? But we got to get back on the track because we got to get back on your lack of respect, all right?
Look, Cam, I'm going to talk to you. That's why you finna be up all night because me and you going to be on the phone fussing. But anyway, y'all, thank you for joining us. Hey, like, subscribe, share. Tell people to call in. We here. Cam is going to talk to us. Oh, no. Repeat offender. I would have been up in our 15 minutes of no show. Symphony, Symphony, I feel like I probably played myself a little bit.
What's up, Laura?
Let that repeat offender come back in. Honestly, like no cap, Cam. Like if you're a repeat offender, I normally don't give you a second chance. But sometimes things happen, and if you have a valid, hey, this is what happened. But if it's repetitive, you just like making a bunch of excuses. Bottom line, y'all. I know I've been on here.
Well, listen, if it's repetitive and you still can continue to give me chances, you need to reevaluate you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's about what you compromise on the stand.
But had I not told you that, you just told me I should have gave him another chance. So you can't pick and choose which one you want to do. Either you give somebody a second chance or a third chance.
But see, if we would have started off with Cameron, he done this. I've already given him 2 chances. It's the second time he done. It would have been a complete.
You know what? We're gonna do a replay of this. I'm pretty sure at the beginning I said I think I kind of got ghosted before, but I don't really know. Remember?
But see, we don't go. But you know what, man? I'm a facts guy, so we don't go off maybes. You know what I'm saying?
You right. But let's talk about this respect.
Okay.
They're in the home. That's what I'm saying. You said men value respect differently.
I'm telling you, and men in the comments help me out. Men value it. That's how.
I value you.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's how to us that we think that y'all love us. The respect that y'all show us, that's love to us.
Okay.
Like me, you want me to love you in reference to how a man loves, a man wants a woman, with the intimacy. But men value respect. That's the basis of everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's why when the caller that said that they wanted to talk about this topic, his foundation is already crushed, because respect is so paramount to us that if he's not getting that, then it's already throwing off everything else that his household, the foundation that his household is built on, is already flawed.
Yeah. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why he can't even continue to start putting the wood up and putting the frame on and putting the roof on. Because when they laid the foundation that wasn't founded in respect, it was already didn't have a rebar and had cracks in it. You see what I'm saying?
So do you think, for the women, this is Cam's opinion, do you think that when we don't go off of what was established in the house when your husband leaves, that it causes the children to act the way that the mother is acting? Like, okay, we know dad likes things this way, but when dad's gone, we can do X, Y, and Z because we see mama doing it. Do you think that's what caused the children to have that lack thereof respect for the man of the house as well? Because that's what he was saying. He was saying basically they expect him, buy this, take me here, do this, get cheer stuff, do this. But then when something is required of them, they don't. We know kids do it, but the woman of the house is not doing things that I'm going to assume is required or something that they built together. So do you think that is the actual crack of it? Look, y'all, before we get started, Joe and Chris are in the studio, so we gonna bring them on.
Bring them on. Let's go.
Jasmine in the studio.
Chris, what it do, Joe?
Greetings, everyone. Greetings.
I'm gonna call in reinforcement because Jasmine.
I am so glad y'all saved me today because Sterling wasn't here. Gentlemen, welcome, Chris. Welcome, Joseph. And whichever one of y'all want to chime in, go ahead and take the lead.
I'm gonna let you go ahead on, Chris. How you doing today, Chris? Nice to see you on here. Thank you for joining in on Authentic Ears. As always, it's good to have some good guests. I wish Jasmine was here because I just feel like I'm just gonna be boxed in, but I'm gonna get my pen and my piece of paper out because I'm gonna take some notes because I know y'all men got some good advice for me. But what's up, Christopher? What you got to say?
You were talking about respect, respect in the household, respect towards the man, respect towards the woman. Am I correct?
Yes.
And you were also talking about what happens when the parents separate and the child is under the mother's care, and how their behaviors are different. Am I talking? Am I there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna talk as a former son husband.
Okay.
When you are up under your mother all the time, and your mom ain't got no man, you're her man.
Okay.
And and I don't think it's something that they do on purpose, but a lot of the sons out here are being coddled by their moms because they're always with their moms.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm going to also speak as a former employee of the whole child support system. I used to run files between family court, child support, and the municipal courts. I used to deal in all of that.
Yeah.
A lot of these fathers want to be in their kids' lives, but they're just tired of fighting. Seriously. And it really shouldn't be a fight.
So are
So
you saying, let
when,
me ask you this, they're tired of fighting in the courts, or they're
yep,
tired of fighting for
it,
paying financial support for the child?
It's the whole
listen,
system in general. It ain't just the financial support.
Okay.
Am I right, Chris?
I haven't come across a man who has a child that said that they would not want to do for their child outside of the courts. I know men that have paid thousands of dollars per month in child support and still do outside of that. So the
Okay.
money isn't the thing. They want to be there,
Okay.
but there are so many barriers in between them and being in their child's lives that they really are fed up with fighting. And most of it has nothing to do with the courts. It has everything to do with the woman.
Okay. Okay.
Can you give us hey Chris, before you start, but before you chime in, Joe, can you give us, when you say everything to do with the woman, we got to defend that with a little bit. Can you give me some situations without, so we ain't just saying everything to do with the woman. Give us some instances that you've seen.
When I say it has everything to do with the woman, I'm not putting the woman down. What I'm saying,
And that's where I'm going, because I ain't want you to,
right,
just so they're
yeah,
not saying you're being put down, that you give a situation.
It's not that, although there are some women out there that use their kids as bargaining chips for a dude that shot up the club and don't want them no more. But that's a whole nother conversation. What I mean by that is the men don't want to fight with their reflection anymore. And no matter how you spin it, you're our reflection. We don't want to fight with y'all to make y'all lives better no more.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
What do you mean by that, fight? Because I want to get all this before I respond now.
For some strange reason, there's this fight between us and y'all. And when I say us and y'all, I mean men and women in general.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Sincerely, it's stupid. It's like, on one hand, the men are saying, the men have heard for the last almost century that we haven't been doing what we're supposed to do. Now we're doing what we're supposed to do. You're starting to see more platforms like this with more men talking and more women talking, and we're actually conversing and not yelling and screaming and arguing with each other. You understand what I'm saying? You're starting to see more of those. You got elevated dialogue on Wednesdays. I do a podcast with Coach Dwayne Dwyer, who's also on the Uncle Junior Network. I do one of those on Friday, and we're all men, and we're all sitting around, and we're all talking, and we're all having positive conversations that lead to solutions.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? You're starting to see more of that come from us. But the men are saying we're doing all of this, and the women are staying the same. The women are saying they don't need us anymore because they can go get a job, or they can go get an LLC, or they can go get a skill, and they can go make the same amount of money that we can, and they can go get in the same ventures that we can. However, they want us to care about that, and we never will.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because
but do you think the reason for that being is because women have had to hold down the house for so long? So now when you have a hurt that has been going on for years and decades, now it's like, hey, I'm ready now. Y'all look at me, men over here. Now come and take us in now that we are ready. Even though a lot of women have been, not all women and not all men have already been prepared, but now I'm in this situation where, okay, I've been looking for a man X amount of years. I've been doing what I'm supposed to do. I can cook, I can clean. I'm not asking nobody to pay my bills. Nobody wanted to date you. But then now that the men are ready, done playing games, done talking to this person, now it's like, okay, now here we come. So stop what you're doing, women. I know that y'all been going to school and y'all have been leading in education, but stop that now because we're ready now. So do you think that's why it's a delay because of that long standing time where men were not doing what they were supposed to do?
I think the men finally got the message, and now that we've gotten the message, we would like our women to get the message that we really want them and we want to protect them, and we're sick of them living in survival mode. So you can quit working that 40-hour-a-week job that you really don't want to go to no more, and I got this. All you got
Okay.
to do is just take care of that. That's what the men are doing, because that's what the women that represent women in mainstream media have been saying. They want a
Yeah.
provider man that can give them this lifestyle that they want, and the men are acclimating. The problem
Okay.
is the men are saying that now that we have acclimated to the fact that we have to be top 10, top 20%, why do we have to settle for this? That's the part of the game that a lot of the women didn't factor into the equation. When men get resources, their options are wide open. They don't have to just stick with you. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
The
Let
late
me
Kevin
go to
Samuels
Joseph.
used
Let me go to Joseph
wait.
real quick.
The late
Joseph,
Joseph, what you got going on?
real quick. Joseph, what you
okay,
got
I'm
to say
sorry.
about this?
But appreciate your comments, Chris.
I will say this. First of all, welcome. I'd like to say, hey, thank y'all for having me back on here. Glad to see y'all in this new year 2023.
Hey, what's up, brother? I should have called you before I made that phone call the other day, but go ahead.
What Chris just said is totally the truth. I totally agree. I'm a man of the child support system. The topic today, when I seen it, it caught my attention. And the respect still got to be in the roles of both the male and the woman in the household. Let me just be frankly clear off that. But what Christopher just said, it don't need to be said no better. And I see the comments in the bottom, trying not to say a son is trying to take a man role, nothing like that. He just want to step up and be a man. He just want to step up and be there for his mother. First and foremost, I come from a mother and a father home. And I've been in a situation where I've been a single parent too.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're trying to date, when you're a single parent, you're looking for the one thing, and that's respect on both levels. You want to give that respect and you want to receive that respect.
Okay.
You want that significant other that's coming in your life respect you as much as you coming into their life.
Okay.
So everything that Chris says, it goes both ways. It goes both ways for the women. It goes both ways for the man. But I would like everyone to understand what he just said. Yes, we get it. You know, women's been saying it for years. Y'all need to stop giving us options. They want this man that's in the top 10, top 20, but then we sitting at home trying to get there, and we're trying to get it. Now, once we get it, we realize again, hey, we got options too.
Okay,
so you start to lose respect for each other.
Okay, but see, to my point is, it's like now that even though women have been holding it down, now that the men are prepared, it's like now here I come. But then it's like now I got options, even though some women have been waiting around for that good man to come along. And Christopher, correct me if I'm wrong. It's like, okay, I want you to stop working that 40-hour-week job that you don't want to work and be at home and be a wife, because that's what that couple agrees on. However, when women require that, especially Black women, it's like you're a gold digger. You're this, you're that.
It's about the manner in which it's done. Now, all women are not going to be called no gold digger. It's about intent. It's about intent.
Okay.
You come on now. Let's be real. You know when a woman's a gold digger. But the thing about it, and I don't want to. Laura has asked the question. She asked this question, and I want to get the comment from each one, from you, Chris, and also you, Joseph. Laura been asking, what does respect mean for a man? She asked this a couple times, and can you not to overtalk you? But I just want to get her question answered. Could y'all do a round table? What does respect mean for you?
You on mute, Christopher.
Christopher, you on mute.
Oh, my fault. You know what respect is to a man? Not competing with us and trying to take our spot and do what we supposed to do and do what you're supposed to do at the same time. Respect to
Okay.
us, when we're talking about relationships, respect to us means understanding that it's us. It's me and you trying to do something bigger than us.
Mhm.
Respect to a man is a woman letting go of her ego and actually coming out of survival mode long enough to get taken care of the way that she want to. And all she got to do is give that man what he needs. That's it. We are so simple. It's ridiculous. I honestly think that men are so simple that it irritates
We
the hell
are
out of y'all,
so
which is
simple.
why y'all do the things that y'all do. I
What do
think
we
it just,
do, Christopher?
I'm just saying, just overall, I just think we are just so simple that it just frustrates y'all, and y'all need some type of
And
excitement
Chris,
to go along
let me
with.
give her an example. Let me give her an example. Have you noticed most men, like go back in the day? Don't you can you remember back in the day? You go in this dude house, he got an air mattress, a TV on the floor, and a recliner. Ain't got no pictures, ain't got nothing in the apartment, and a happy camper.
Yeah.
Because we're so simple.
Chilling, but
We're
let the
so
right,
simple. We don't need a whole lot. We don't require a whole lot.
right,
You just
but
really
let the
want
right
your.
woman.
And what women also need to realize is, first of all, you got to make sure that man is really checking for you. And if that man is really checking for you, all he wants you to do is lay back and chill and maintain his household and take care of his kids. Because he gonna go out and do the rest, but he don't need to go out. That black man, and I'm saying black man, don't need to go out and fight the world and then also have to come back and fight his woman.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But I do understand we do have to be those men that are worthy of, when I'm asking a woman to submit, I know I do have to be that man worthy of submission. But if you see me trying to do that, don't fight against me. We're so big, we're so quick to respond instead of just me humbling myself and listening to you. You humbling yourself and listening to me. And we work to collectively together to find the best solution for our family to move forward. Not, well, the only reason I did this is because you done this. And blah, 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 because we're never going to get anywhere. But go ahead, Joe. My bad, man.
Hey, I got one word. Affirmation. Be affirmed with your man. That's all we looking for. Confide into him. Talk to him. Ask him a question. But when you ask him, believe in what he say. Because like Cam and Christopher just said, me and we can be so simple. We can
Okay.
have, like he said, nothing on the wall. And we're content because we in our own little place. We in our own peace of mind. We just like,
What's up, Uncle June?
how y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be that person. You gotta be that male friend and just be there. Listen to them. Because what them two gentlemen just said, if any woman out there is listening, they just answer your question in a nutshell.
It was
You
a
ain't even
simple
gotta
question.
Christopher was going to say something else, Kenya. Christopher
Hold
was
on.
going to say something one more time, but I accidentally went to Joe real quick. Christopher, what did you have?
Hold on. I want to say two things. One, you want to know how he's checking for you? Instead of him showing up the 3 hours later, not calling you anymore, he would have showed up 5 minutes early. And if you were late, he would have left you.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
One.
That's
That's
how
one.
you know.
Two.
That's how you know a man is checking for you. Ain't no man. No, stop it. Number two, Cam, you brought up submission. I want to put this out there and then I'm going to shut up. Submission and subjectification are not the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
They are not synonymous at all. I have to submit to the fact that I have to take care of everything. You have to submit to the fact that you can give me what I need to take care of everything. And it ain't got nothing to do with your money. It ain't got nothing to do with your money or your expensive pieces of paper you got hanging up on your little wall or your little 1099 tax identification number. None of that matters to us.
What does it have something to do with? Because if I am in the top 10 or whatever for women, what man am I supposed to be looking for? What would be the ideal man that I'm looking for that is they want respect, but then you're not respecting the fact that I've already had these things before I even met you. You know what I'm
That
saying?
is
You're
an
not
unhealthy competition.
I did these things before I met you. And sometimes, yes, it does take time to break down those barriers, break down those walls. However, if I have been holding myself down for 10 plus years, no man could come in and think that that is going to change in 6 months. You can see some of those walls come down when she sees that he is there and that he requires their respect, but he's also respecting her and her ambitions too. It's kind of like go in the corner now that I'm here and just forget about whatever you have going on. I've already.
But I don't think it's going to corner. I don't think it's going to corner because what we missing in this process is the communication. It's a continuous communication process in this. And there's also reiteration because I know you've been doing something for 15 years. I know, Kenya, you're not going to automatically stop. But that's when I come in and me showing you that love for you, baby. I know you're used to doing this. I got it. And then eventually over time, you'll see, you know what? He do got this. I can let the reins back a little bit because I don't expect you to just change it off the whip.
But will the man actually accept that?
Yes. If you are everything that man wants, yes, he will. The key is you have to be everything that man wants.
So do you think men run in and out of relationships until they actually find the person that they want? And wait.
I wouldn't say some don't. I wouldn't say some don't because some women do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Laura had a comment. Can we put her comment back up here? Because I really want to see what Joseph and
I'ma shut up.
You ain't gotta shut up, Chris. You on here. You ain't gotta shut up.
Now, Christopher, I want to see what Joseph, Chris, and Cam got to say. Hey, Jazz, how do you expect women to just release our dominance or provider status when we have not earned it? We are the providers for our house. How can you expect women to give that up to anyone?
First of all, I feel I expect you to give it up when I've deemed myself worthy. I've given you historical data, which is fact, because you see it.
Yeah.
To let you know, okay, I don't expect you, and I get where you're coming from, Laura. I understand because I know how it is back in the day, back in what they used to say in Alabama when it comes to the kids, mama's baby, daddy, maybe. You know what I'm saying? So I know men are inconsistent and things of that nature and stuff. But when that guy is coming in and he's giving you historical data over time, you just have to protect you. You just got to unrelease those chains little bit by little bit by little bit and by little bit. I don't expect it to be okay, I just coming in and I'm just demanding you ain't got to do this no more. But it's a communication process. He's reassuring you that he's got your back and you don't just listen to his words. You watch his actions and his actions will tell you his true intentions. What do you think, gentlemen?
What you just said, Cameron, that's what I was trying to get clear. You said it's not earned. So like the consistency is the key. Communication and the reassurance, like Cam just said, Laura, as long as I'm bringing that to the table, I'm going to grow on you. Sooner or later, you're going to relax and let me have it. And if not, I'm going to continue to do it. It's not a time limit on it. It's when when you don't have to worry about it because you used to doing it. Now you see that I'm already did. I'm about to do it. I'm already on it. Then you ain't got to worry about releasing your dominance. Only thing you just shown me is you have started submit to me and I'm submitting to you.
Okay, let me ask you this. And
she said the wrong word.
To answer this question, Uncle Junior put a comment up and said that we put two women in category now and later. What's wrong when women put men in categories? But that's a problem when we put y'all in category because you might see a man now and later. So what's wrong with that? Is it okay?
It's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with it. You can put us in a category. It doesn't matter to us because we already know either we gonna be long or we gonna be short. We just need a clarification. Either we in the friend zone until later, and you gonna pull us over after you see if I done grew, or you gonna try to grow with me right now. So we need to be on our 10, our G. Because at the end of the day, when you say you putting a man in a category, we already category. We a black man in the United States of America. Come
Chris,
on now,
I want you to answer that. And Cam, I see you shaking your head. So I'm
go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, Chris.
To be honest, the homie Vic say this all the time. That's an unhealthy competition. It really is. Why would you even want that many people? If you're talking about putting men in categories, I believe that women put men in categories all the time. There's the food guy, there's the emotional tampon, there's the guy that just comes around just so you can have some male validation, and then there's the dude that you really, really rock with that ain't paying no attention to you, so you trying to give all your attention to him, but everybody else that's around you that might be better for you is showing you what you really, really want. It's just not in the right package that you have. Women do this to men all the time, so we understand that. It is what it is. The thing that I hate to say this, but if we're going by just the raw numbers, I have a better chance of finding a woman that wants to sleep with me tonight, maybe 4 or 5, than most women do finding one man in their lifetime that they even want to say I love you to. And that's just the numbers.
Joseph? Okay.
That's just the numbers.
Kobe, what you got to say, kid?
Hold on. The late Kevin Samuels used to always say this. The late Kevin Samuels used to always say that the women are not in competition with the men. You're in competition with the women that want that man. If I'm in the top 10, top 20%, you're not the only woman that's looking my way. I got all of them. You have to be what I want to keep me with you. And that's the part that women are failing to realize. The men are understanding that it's okay to want something. And if you're not that, they're not paying any attention to you.
What data do y'all get that women are failing to realize that? It's just that men have just woke. Y'all woke now. Women have been realizing this. But now that men are woke, now that it's a problem. And I think that is the biggest thing within the Black love, Black relationships. It's a problem now when now we really need to come together and just revamp all this BS that we learned before, all this past behavior that we learned, and throw it out and actually rebuild. Because you have now, you said earlier that there are platforms where men and women are having healthy dialogues. But there are more platforms where men are bashing women, Black men are bashing women, Black women are bashing men, and we're not coming together. However, I have not seen a platform where any other race is bashing the opposite sex on the platform the way that we do. So in order for us to move forward, when are we going to come together and earn that respect so the man can actually earn the respect? Because if women have been the head of the household, which in most cases we have been, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to say, okay, he got it, because it's not that I haven't had a man, it's that the man that I had for 10 years didn't have it for the whole 10 years that we was together, and I tried to make it work. But now I'm the bad guy because I'm requiring this of this new guy. It don't have nothing to do with him. Is that it's already assumed that I haven't been in a stable, what I thought healthy relationship, and he didn't own up to his part.
Hey, Chris, you're talking about it from a perspective of, you know how sometimes we have women out there that you got a lot of women, you hear this term, they want a high value man.
I'm so sick of that.
A high value man are in a certain, well, it's about what you consider to be value. Everybody values something else different. But right now we're going to talk about
let me pause you, Cam, for a minute. Uncle Junior, and then I want to put up Laura comment. If women are head of the household, why is that? That's because the men are gone.
The men, ooh, you don't want to go down this rabbit hole with me. I don't think you have that much time.
Where the women are head of the household,
I'm not gonna go down. I cannot go down this rabbit hole with you. If I go down this rabbit hole with you, this platform will come down.
Where are the men at? They're not here, so that is why.
But you know what? In some cases, though, Kenya, in some cases, though, y'all getting them out the house.
How?
You took the deal that the government
Kenya,
gave you in
Kenya, real quick.
1964 that kicked the man
We,
out of the house.
remember we talked about earlier about.
Look, y'all know I'm gonna have to get all y'all back on here soon because let's talk about what you said. 19 when, Christopher?
The day that the Civil Rights Act of 1964 was passed, the Moringham Report of 1965 was written, stating that if the Black family structure was not the foundation of our community, that our community will crumble. Ever since then, the single mother rate has gone through the roof because the government decided to give them pennies just to keep them stable as long as there wasn't no man in the house. And then it became a lifestyle. I used to work in the system. There are a lot of... I used to work in the system. This is an actual thing. This is why I said that the men are really trying to fight to be in their kids' lives, but there are so many barriers put in between them because the governments, the judges, the lawyers, the magistrates, and all of them get paid. Stop. Wait. Let me finish.
Why is it our fault? Why is it the Black woman's fault?
I never said that it was any. I never said that it was anybody's fault. I'm speaking just looking.
No, he's speaking for the system. He's saying it's the Black woman's fault.
It's not. It's what it is right now. That's what the quote unquote market is. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay. So I don't.
The only way that this is going to change
is what?
And this is me being very blunt. The only way that this is going to change is for the men to continue to focus on being stronger women. And for the women like you who claim that the women in mainstream media don't represent them, start telling them to shut up because they don't respect us enough to hear what we got to say. Y'all got to start talking. Y'all got to start telling them to shut up and that they don't represent y'all.
Also going to be talking as well because even though
already are. Do you understand how big of a push it is to be a productive 10%, 20% man? It's all over YouTube. It's all over mainstream media. High value man is now a buzzword.
But now we capitalize off a catchphrase. High value men. Catchphrase.
But the thing is, we capitalize on catchphrases and the market. The market, which is y'all, is telling us that we have to be top 10, top 20 provider males, which is why there's such a big push to be one. Because most men understand that if I do this, I can have all of this and I can pick and choose. The women made it this way. I'm sorry. I know it hurts, but the women made it this way.
Did the women make it this way or did the government make it this way by taking the Black men out the home?
Same difference because you both know it's wrong.
But if the man is supposed to lead, like we've been saying,
but he got to be allowed to lead.
Hold on. Why didn't the man push back when the government came in and started making all these rules and regulations? Because I wasn't born then. So why didn't the Black men push back at that time? But then now we're gonna point fingers. But if the man
No. I did say I was pointing fingers.
No, not you.
Wait.
Not you.
The women took the agreement and the men let them. We should really go home right now and cuss our parents out because they did this. You understand what I'm saying? We're just the repercussions of it. But some men and some women are actually starting to see how wrong and how stupid this fight is. And we're starting to figure out what we can do to come together. It's just not getting that big of a push in mainstream media because mainstream media would rather see us tear each other down and make money off of it instead of seeing us actually come together and do something bigger than us.
Yeah, and I agree with that too. And Kenya, what do you think about, because I think it's going to take some humbling on both sides.
Yes.
To fix this. Both of us all of us, both male and female, we're going to have to I ain't saying, we're going to have to humble ourselves down a little bit for the best interest for both parties.
That's the only way. It's not about us anymore, man.
I got a shout out for you, Chris, from some Texas that's coming through. They really can't. They don't really be jumping on here because it's their topic, but they said Chris is on his shit.
Listen. And you know what? I'm not doing this for no laughs. I'm not doing this for no accolades. I just decided one day, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it was a day I got my feelings hurt. I got torn all the way the fuck down. Excuse my language. I just And I just sat and I said, okay, what am I doing to cause this? And then I sat and looked at how everything was. And I said, this is stupid. Why are we fighting each other? This is dumb. Because nobody's winning.
Yeah.
Nobody's really winning. We're all we're all still alone arguing on the internet. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Why are we arguing?
And both sides of us are entertaining some of the most stupid stuff.
Oh my God. Like it's the
and I ain't just saying it's women, it's men too, you know?
So it's like we all know it's dumb. We all it's simple, but it's not easy. It's like breaking a habit. Like you said, when you've been doing something for so long, it becomes a part of you. And releasing that quote unquote dominance when a man comes along and wants to provide for you is kind of like tearing off an arm because you've never done it before. Your body's going to go through all kinds of stuff. You go through all kinds of chemical reactions because you're not doing the same thing that you've been doing. You're not in survival mode no more. And you don't know what that felt like. You don't know what that has ever felt like. And now it's new. So I can understand not letting go. But that's where the ego has to go away because we have to let go of our ego because we have to understand that we have to take care of y'all. Yeah. Even if y'all don't want it, even if y'all don't like it, we want to take care of it. I'm keep real with you. There is a woman on this planet that would not take that deal. There's a woman on this. Never mind. I was about to go down a tangent. Never mind.
Hey Joe, Joe? You been quiet, man. Joe, what you got to say, man?
Listen, at the end of the day, Cam, Chris, LaKenya, I would say this. This topic tonight was much needed. And at the end of the day, as both sides can see, men and women that's on here, respect gotta go on both sides of the household. You gotta have respect for each other. Rather you want to admit it or not, it gotta be respect. And Chris, what you said, what we gotta get back to, and you wasn't pointing the fingers. And LaKenya, you held your own. But at the end of the day, the influence of social media has ruined a lot of us African American today.
Yeah.
But it don't have to always to do that, man. The thing about it is, and like I said, and I got to give y'all props, you know, Uncle Junior on the Uncle Junior Network. It starts with men accountability. We got to start holding each other accountable and calling out this bull crap. And that we need to start using positive use of these platforms instead of putting bull crap on them, you know, and stuff like that. We need to start calling out foolery. You know what I'm saying? And that needs to be done. Women need to be calling out foolery, and men need to be calling out foolery. You know, we shouldn't have a child support system that's policing up black man. It should be a black man out there that's saying, man, you ain't taking care of that kid, because you better realize he make us all look bad. When that one black dude ain't taking care of his kid, it make us all look bad. Because the thing about it is like the black woman is probably one of the most disrespected on this. But if we don't protect y'all, then dang, who gonna do it? But also when y'all see us working diligently to try to come in this household and do our best, don't continue to beat us down. I understand, black women, that y'all been ran through the muck. I watched my mama go through it. So trust me, I know. But we can't continue to use those excuses. We have to humble ourselves down and look at the cases for what they are. What is this man showing you? If this man is not valuing you, not respecting you, I understand women love different and men love different. But that self-love has to come in to realize this dude is not for me. He's not valuing me. And even though I love him, I love myself more. Because it's a man out there that wants to love you and wants to value you. But you got to humble yourself down. And also for the men, we have to go out there and be better role models and give y'all something that y'all want to follow and want to submit to. So it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah. Y'all, this is Authentic Ears. I just want to let y'all know, I don't know how Christopher and Joe got on here, but thank you, Natasha in the back. She popped in and was like, they in the studio. But as always, you know, overall respect is the big thing. And anytime on Authentic Ears, we real, raw, and relevant. Y'all, this was not scripted. So I hope we can get Christopher information. Make sure we put it in today's bio, and as well as Joseph, as well, so we could drop it down up under it. But this is not scripted, and you know, I could concede sometimes, but not all the time. But I most definitely will be calling Christopher and Joseph and Cam when I be like, y'all, I'm gonna put y'all on my speed down. Be like, look, this is what's going on. Should I call or should I not? No, I'm just playing. No, but I'm for real though. But I'm playing. But we most definitely need to learn how to respect each other. I love being on a platform with great men, and I follow these men. I think I follow you, Chris. I think I do, but I can tell you, no, when I say social media is taking toll of a lot of us, but I don't see trash on the men page that I follow. And I always have to highlight that. And sometimes we have those tough conversations where we don't want to listen, women. Anybody that know me, Cam know me and Joseph know me, y'all know I got a big mouth. You know what I'm saying? But whenever you do have a strong man or strong men come through women, we do have to take a step back and actually listen. You're always going to be able to find this recording on Bold and Driven. You know what I'm saying? You could go back and look at it, and you could pick some stuff out. If you don't like somebody said, shoot me a message, and we'll bring them back on here to clarify. But always, clarification is always the best thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I may interpret something that Chris say, that, do you mind being called Chris or Christopher? Because people short my name all the time, and I may not understand it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would rather Christopher.
Christopher, sorry. Yeah, Christopher may say some things that I may not necessarily agree with, but when we have healthy conversation, healthy dialogue, because I do want a good man, so I do look up to good men to point me in the right direction. I'm not even gonna go down and ask who's single, because I think Christopher said that he was single a couple of shows ago in the chat. He said he's
single with no children.
With no children.
Boy, you top tier, bro.
He is in the top 10%. Hey,
damn
y'all,
right.
Hey, don't let us go yet.
Do anybody got any closing remarks besides, or are we finna cap with Cam today? Or
we finna cap, baby.
We finna cap. Okay,
yeah,
let's cap. Let's go.
All right, ladies, before we get ready to go, I want y'all, for what I'm about to show y'all, I really want y'all to pay attention to what I'm about to show y'all, because this is really imperative. You only get one shot at this, so make sure you do not fumble the bag when you do get it. Producer, run the clip.
Have you ever felt?
You can't
Are you
handle
listening?
the truth.
Damn.
You can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
You can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
Man, women only get one shot with a man vulnerability. One. And if you fumble the bag, it'll never happen again. He will never open up to you again. And he will never express himself to you again. Like, man, very sensitive in that regard, man. It's because, you know, society kind of programs us to be just hard and, you know, cold and doing whatever we got to do to survive outside, you know, and oftentimes that works to the detriment of our relationship and don't allow us to really open up to our woman like we may want to or should. But, you know, as women, y'all got to understand that plight. So when he does open up to him, and a lot of women do this, man, to open up, say something about himself, you know, that's vulnerable, and then it'll be thrown in his face next time she get mad or something like that. The minute you do that, it's over. He'll never open up to you again. He'll never respect you again. That's just what it is. So you burn that bridge to the ground. You might as well leave a relationship at that point.
Ladies, I have never been more true. That, fellas, do y'all agree with that?
100.
You only get one chance, because it's already hard enough for us to want to tell you something anyway. And even though sometimes we give y'all reason to want to throw it up in our face. So women, I'm gonna back y'all on that one. Don't ever use what that man tells you and throw it up in his face, because he will, from that point on, he will either confide in the side piece, because you know you finna get replaced here soon, or you're gonna be continuously getting cheated on, or he only gonna vent to his homeboys about it. So I'm letting y'all know, women, right now, I had a woman do it to me before, And she actually done it to me in public. And I still haven't forgot it to this day. So women, please take note of that. And that's okay.
Well, we don't want the side piece creeping in. Hey, y'all, thank y'all very much. And once again, Christopher, thank you for joining us.
Chris and Joe, thanks for popping in, man. Value. Now I see you on Wednesday before I go to church.
All right, that'll work.
So when we gonna talk about? You know what we got to talk about?
Hey, it's no count with that one. Hey, prenup and relationship. I'm free until the end of March. So any day that y'all want to talk about it, I am ready for that topic right there. Prenup in a relationship. Let's go.
You back from all your vacations and stuff?
No, baby, the vacation just started. I got a trip to Dubai in May, so I'm getting it in. Yes, indeed.
Hey, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Hey, tune in tomorrow, Bold and Driven birthday. Hey, it's going to be a hot show with Mr. TMI. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to tune in, like, subscribe, share. Thank you for tuning in with us. And thank y'all, gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had me in the hot seat. This like the second week in a row I've been
But Kenya, you held it together and no lie. You did good. You did good.
and it wasn't an attack on you. We just see shit that we don't like and we talking about it.
You just lay it all on your girl. But y'all, thank y'all very much. Thank you, gentlemen, for tuning in. Hey, y'all, it's us. We back here next week. We coming with some new hot stuff. But tune in tomorrow. Y'all might just see us if TMI invite us on his show, but he got something hot for y'all tomorrow. Hey, holla at you. We love y'all.
Peace.
Real raw, real event, that's just it, yeah. I've been by 30 days since I was legit. Real raw, real event, that's just it, yeah. I've been by 30 days since I was legit. Real raw, real event, that's just it, yeah. I've been by 30 days since I was legit. Real raw, real event, that's just it, yeah. I've been by 30 days since I was legit. Represent, that's legit. Ask your mom about it. Coldest story ever told. When the storm hit my home, I was out there on the road. I ain't had nowhere to go.